So in this video we're going to talk about lampshade design. In my class we do two different types of lamps. We do a smaller one and then we do a larger one. If it's been the fourth year someone's taken this, or the fourth semester someone's taken this class. And there's just a couple things to keep in mind because usually during stained glass we don't get to this point where we're on a jig this early. We need to fit into the jig almost immediately, and I will explain that in just a second here. But first off, here is our lampshade design sheet, and it's a little different from the one with all the boxes. And so what we do here is I either have them design one shade to be all the same, or an alternating shade lampshade. So half the panels would look like this one and half the panels would look like this one right here, or one that's continuous and has a design that kind of flows from one panel to the next. With lampshades I recommend keeping the piece count to 10 to 15 pieces per lampshade, maybe even, or per panel, maybe even less than that depending. So once the design is done, you make a master pattern, which can be done with large paper. We have a roll of large paper in class. Or the other thing that we need to do besides the master pattern is to make the glossy paper pattern, which you do right on top of the master pattern. Then once you are to a point where all your pieces are cut out and ground and ground down, so you want to do this before you foil, I have my students, I have a little template here, and we set up a jig. So this is called a jig, and then we brace it here, and you want to make sure that your panels fit in this area. It's a little too risky just to fit it to pattern. You really want to make it consistent and make sure that everything fits within this template. So these templates are in a filing cabinet. This is the small one. So we really need to make sure that every panel is the exact same size, because if one gets a little bigger and every one is just, let's say, 1/4 of an inch big, sometimes you can't fit the vase cap on it. And here I'll show you this is the vase cap here on top. So if these panels were to get too big, then the vase cap won't fit on top. And that concludes our design video for a lampshade.